Hello everyone, it's Dranina here and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. So, yeah, we did some bounty hunting last time and we hunted, besides hunting after marauders, we also hunted down 3 of mechanical guides. Because I did Thomas Camp, a former employee of the academy, just like Miss Bavadi, had told everyone lies that he was going to be the one engineer here at the camp to fix every one of their problems. However, he didn't know anything about mechanical engineering, so we gave him 3 books to get him along the way. And apparently those 3 books are the most amazing books you could ever imagine and learn everything about engineering, which I am completely fine with. For now, we do have a power regulator, so we can go to the Unreliable, our ship, since we are Captain Hawthorne. Still wondering how no one noticed that well, at least Alex is a...
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome! Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back at my post.
Or you come with me.
I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves from my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
I thought you'd never ask. Pick and cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, ma'am. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
You indeed have a captain. Let's get on the Unreliable. Because that is the name of my ship. Not exactly mine, but she doesn't have to know that. Hi Ada, how are you doing?
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain?
I've got a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
And guess what, Ada? We've got a proper engineer. Of course, I know a bits and pieces of the ship, as I've got an engineering of 20, which I know isn't a whole lot, but at least is something. But we got Bavadi, whose engineering is supposed to be much, much higher than mine. There we go. What do you think, Bavadi? Our engine room. It's probably super hot in there. Oh, really? I cannot even jump that distance. A sort of shotgun, weapon pods. Modifications to install your mods. First select the item you want to upgrade, then choose what type of mod you wish to install. Finally, pick the mod to install and boom, you upgraded your item. Both weapons and armor can be modified. Mods can be removed once they're used, so put them on your favorite gear. Your weapons are built for this certain warrior and who wants to custom and personalize weapons just like everyone else. The thing that is currently a bit going on is that whatever I have as weapons isn't very high level, and therefore I really don't like using it. I like the side rifle level 1. Take that with me. I have... can I put stuff in here? Hello? I want to put stuff in my locker. Can I put stuff in here? Hello? Did I just ruin it by... Hello? Do I have a chest where I can put stuff in? I would love to have a place to drop off my stuff. Are there like chests around? I don't know. Maybe later in the captain's quarters or something like that? Because I cannot put anything in here. Well, Ada?
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. And there we go. Look at that ship. It's our ship, people! We've got a ship. Our own ship. Against all odds, the Unreliable takes flight. Yeah, I think that's a proper...
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Welles.
Good. Show me.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the Unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Well... I'm feeling a little bit lightheaded, and I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine.
I think I'm
What
fine.
you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Alright. So... I'll have a word with Gladys, I think. None of the other options seem like very appealing.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Alright. I'll put it to good use. Thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Will do. But first I want to check out the captain's quarters. I hope there's a chest or something. I don't necessarily want to throw everything away. A plant. Nothing. Ooh, a chest. Transfer. Nice. Alright. Like all the weapons I am not using. Which I'm not using. You. How can I transfer you? This. I am using you though. This is my assault rifle. A pistol. Oh, this pistol needs repairing. Alright. Don't use you. I don't use you. I do use you. Not a pistol. What do I use? I use you. And this is level 1. Leave it behind. Leave it behind. And 2 of these. This goes into the armor bin. Lots of health items and consumables. Let's have a look. What do I have? Immunosol. It's probably a faster way to do all this. Let's keep you. You away. You are Adrena time. Let's keep you. Liquid toxin. Not really needed. Apple juice, cell tuna, random other stuff. Let's do it like this. All different kinds of mods. Hunter kit, gyrosite, Mr. Ouch. Attack increases the damage dealt from a power attack. Magnum, magazine increases. Silencer. Increases critical crit damage. For melee, changes the damage type to plasma damage. Ooh, nice. But all of them not needed. So I'm just going to put you guys in here. And I got random stuff which I'm going to keep, and of course junk. This is fine. How is my inventory doing? Oh, everything I have equipped is not. I can transfer you as well. And I can, like, everything that's not here is something I'm not wearing. Because currently my weight is coming from my armor. I have to wait for this, but and some side quests stuff. The bearer of this badge is an official recognized unit deputy of the Constable of Edgewater as authorized by Space's choice, though does not grant any privileges of authority whatsoever. That's fine. The holographic shroud. The holographic shroud. The holographic shroud protects a disguise on you and your companion that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits unto unauthorized personnel and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. It's good to have. We do have someone over here. Message from Alex Hawthorne. Unread. From you, Bedford. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity Steel. It's about a dancing space pirate with a heart of Val Steel. It's not exactly border-proof, so you don't go showing it around to your space buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone is entirely intentional. Wink wink, Udem. Archived? From you, Bedford. Alright. Really interested. And how's Bavadi doing up here? Oh, I have a new skill point. Oh, what is this? There's no response from the automechanical unit. The serial number etched in this says includes the letter SAM, Sam. We do have some cartridges. This looks like Bravadi's room. And all the other ones are empty, which means I can collect some companions. But I don't know, they're not really collectible items, but you guys know what I mean. Points available, I've got 10 points. We want things to get to 20 or 30. Let's put a whole lot more in tech. Yeah, let's do this. Sounds really boring, but I think it will help us immensely. Going to do this as well. Because this is really easy. Just ask Ada about the SAM unit. Doesn't sound too difficult. Hey Ada!
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Well, can you tell me a bit about that SAM unit?
The unit is a cleaning SAM. Hawthorne brought it on board some cycles ago, I'm sure with the intent to modify it. But I've never seen it up and running. Alex likely recorded progress notes detailing his efforts to modify SAM. If you check the terminal in your captain's quarters, we may be able to determine what work remains in order for SAM to properly operate.
That sounds great. Yeah, talk to you later.
Soon, Captain.
Let's get real quick to the captain's quarters and see whether there is any information on the SAM unit on this terminal. I didn't see it before. Search term, SAM. First SAM result. Experimental note OY695. Do not forget you found a discarded sanitation and maintenance automechanical in Emerald Vale scrap heap during your last job. It should not be too difficult to get it up and running. With a few key modifications, I can envision a combat-capable variant. You might say a clean, mean killing machine? Should be fun. Alex Hawthorne. Second result, OI696. Removal of factory standard parts SUDS Steeper was successful. Delivery of combat modified replacement part. Acid Steeper has been delayed. Progress set back to estimated now to be a solid 3 months. Not like I have more pressing matters to attend to. Ah, but I do. Like Hawthorne. Experimental note OI697. I'm giving up hope on the delivery. The part is lost in transit and I'm not turning up anytime soon. But good news. I heard from a fellow who knows a gal who knows a broker who overcharges me from the information regarding the location of an acid steeper. I can filch. The part was sent to an old storage facility in Roseway. I'm sure I never thought about going back to that pit. Good thing Auntie abandoned it years ago. I'll pick it up following this next pit stop back to Emerald Vale. Welles wants me to chaperone some person of interest. Details come to later. So this whole thing here happens just minutes before he got smushed by my rockpot. That's a shame, but at least we know that it's the part that we need is never coming back. Oh, it's never being sent to us, so we have to get it ourselves. It says to find an acid steeper. Where on the map does it leave us in the region? We can have a look on the navigation menu. I might imagine it's on a different planet. Does it say anything? No, it doesn't. I'm fine with the navigation system. I don't think that would be a problem. Journal. So we have to go to Roseway. I have no clue where Roseway is. No clue. Search the collector's domiciles. Max Daily Journal has possessed by a book collector whose residence was part of a small community directly north of Edgewater. He marked the location on your map. I really don't want to do that right now. And I have to collect some debt as well. Let's do this one. We're not leaving Edgewater for a moment. There are some outstanding quests I have to do. So let's do that right now. Let's take a Friday with us. Absolutely. Alright, so who have we got to go to? Let's fast travel to where we have to. Oh, someone is over here. That's good to know. Hey, can I talk to you?
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses.
Well, surprised I'm no backup.
Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Well, Silas said you're owing him.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
No, I don't think so, but I'll let you be. I don't want to bother you any longer, and all the others are on Edgewater, I think? Yeah, they're all in Edgewater. Nice. Which means a relatively small jobs. This centers in our midst. The enemy seeks to destroy our way. Alright. I mean, sure. I know Abernethy is ill with a plague.
Just as I was on the mend, the cannery had to go and shut down.
I'm here to collect your Gravesite Fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Here, take my fees. I'm never getting that medicine, so I may as well buy myself a grave. Something nice and wide, with plenty of room to spin around inside.
You're creepy. And I'm not going to tell you I'll give the medicine to someone else. You don't have to know. Only going to cause troubles.
Oh, I cut my own hair.
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark.
But Silas sent me, so...
Ah, Gravesite Fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Yeah, I don't care. You're broke, aren't you?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Come on, pay up. Yeah, that's some quality drama.
Thank you, no. I despise the serials. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Well, just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Let's search his room. Probably has something laying around. Conrad, receptionist, thought to himself this is bad. Company's going to have to call in for what it is. Destruction of the Space Joy's property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay for his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking that we pawn off his teeth. Eugene has a full set of golden teeth. Heirloom passed down from his family or something. You're processing his body, right? Just take a round and pry them out. We sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price and no one's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal, the special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phineas G. Well, how about some golden teeth?
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How?
Your door was wide open. I found a note.
Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Oh, he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's choice.
You guys
I
are
can't
weird.
ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
So, I don't care really. I'm just here to collect
Here
your
you
dues.
are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye. You guys are weird. You guys are all brainwashed by the Space's choice into thinking that their body is also part of the Space's choice family. Their body is really weird.
You picked a fine time to visit, stranger.
Well, Gravesite Fees. I'm here to collect them.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
Well, the paper's on sign.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Alright, that's kind.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
So he shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Are you even allowed to say that? But it must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
But the closest relative has to pay.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You really can't be serious. Are you?
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
What? He's a person, not an asset. What are you guys thinking?
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Alright, go back to work, you. You guys are weird. This is seriously weirding me out. Let's go back to Silas. Is he that way? Yes, he's that way. Let's get back to him. Give him the fees. And in the meantime, think about how insanely crazy all these people sound. Their bodies are Spacer's Choice properties. This is the wrong door. Well, you can walk around. No problems. But everyone who is part of the Spacer's Choice family, as they call it, their bodies are part of Spacer's Choice too. So if you commit suicide because your living conditions are too unbearable because Spacer's Choice don't provide them, you are vandalizing Spacer's Choice property. It is so weird. But hey, Silas.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss.
What are you talking about?
Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Parvati.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
I got your gravesite fees.
You run into any trouble?
Nah. I'm all done.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Don't you worry. But, it's good to know that Abernathy is trying to hide his own illness.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Yeah, he was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
I see. So... that's all. I don't want to persuade you to give me more money. That's not worth it. Let's go back to the Unreliable. Alrighty. Let's get into orbit, and after that I think I am going to call it quits. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the notification bell if you want to get updated every time I post a new video. If you have tips and tricks for here at the Outer Worlds or suggestions for other games I should be definitely checking out, leave them in the comment section down below. Have an awesome day and I see you guys next time.